Ooh, okay, that looks good. Okay, that looks good. I've gotten that card and I've gotten this one too. Okay, perfect. All right, so the first card for you is the Princess of Wands. It's upside down and it is the summer card. Okay, and I really think the reason why this card came up was because, again, July 1st in the summertime, you were going to see we're going to see Saturn go back into Capricorn. So you're actually not going to get your lesson, Aquarius, until Saturn moves back into uh, Aquarius, and that's going to be December 17th of 2020. That's when you're going to start doing a lot of self-transformation. But here, what is happening is there you are going to be in this state of reflection up until the summertime, and that is going to actually be where you're like cooking up ideas and you're breeding your ideas and you're sowing your ideas this spring. You're going to be really trying to start new things, but it's going to be a time where you're just planting things and getting them ready to grow. And then in the summertime, um, things are going to actually bloom for you. But for right now, you're just planting the seeds. And inside of that, we have this Leo energy, so your strength is building up. We have this Cancer energy, so your nurturing abilities are building up. And then we also have this Virgo energy, so you're getting ready to work. There's something coming up. And I really believe that you guys are going to have ideas that are going to just bring us into the next phase of this earth as we see it, okay? It's going to be something completely new. And again, we have the moon. I've got a lot of energy coming from the moon in this Pisces card, which is also, again, telling me that you guys are you're seeing stuff coming, but you're reflecting on it and you're wondering about it and you're trying to look at it from all the different angles. So you're going into yourself, but you're also thinking about how you can better serve, what is it that people actually need. And then the moon, like I said, it's going to illuminate some of these answers, and maybe these clarification cards are going to help us out as we get further along. And then you have the Centaurus, which is a healing energy, and you have this Eight of Pentacles, and you have Saturn here. You have Saturn teaching you this small lesson right now. Like I said, your big lesson is to come after December 17th, 2020, but right now you're getting a small lesson, and it's a lesson about money. We're all getting that right now. We're all getting, if you go back and look at the Capricorn reading that I just did, where this is a chance for us globally to reevaluate how much time we spend working and how much time we spend away from our family. And this is something that you are going to be able to take in as a lesson, and you're going to be thinking of ways to make your life easier, solutions, how to further humanity so that we can actually free ourselves up for this new age of Aquarian that's coming. So this new opening of where people aren't, so focused on money, money, money. It's going to be focused on how can we help each other so that we can live as a better society and have more freedom and more fun. I mean, there's this Sagittarius energy in here about freedom and fun and being jovial. So we need more of that. And okay, and you guys are going to usher it in. And lastly, I see the Pluto card. This is what had come for you out of this deck. That means judgment is coming. Okay, it means that. And you can also see down here where you see the prophet and you see these people walking towards, the heavens or whatever. And you see this judgment card, right? So what's happening is we are at this time being judged by the end of this Capricorn and Saturn conjunction. We're just, or Saturn being in Capricorn, we're being looked at, okay? And it's about money, and it's saying, no more. You guys need to come up with a better way to live. And I think that's amazing. I mean, I've always thought, and I think generations after generations have thought about it too, like, what's the best way for everyone to live a satisfying, healthy, secure life? And everyone has a different idea, right? Some people think communism is the right idea. Some people think socialism is the right idea. Some people think capitalism is the right idea. I don't know what the right idea is, but we are being judged to some extent as to, how we function, how we make money. one of the things I do see is that, there's a smaller middle class, and that's really difficult, right? And then there's also a large, you know, minimum wage class that's, down, and they should be able to move up into middle class, but there's hardly a middle class. So what is happening? We need to really look at who we vote for, and we need to look at new systems, right? So I don't want to get into politics because that's not what I do, but I think that we're searching for new answers. We're searching for a new way for people to feel like they don't have to work all the time, and that they can have a better, fulfilling, fun life, right? And it's going to take healing. It's going to take some sort of healing. And I think you Aquarians are going to usher this in, okay? Ooh, so that's good. So let's go ahead and look at Aquarian. Let's look at your root chakra information and find out, how are you guys going to usher in this new energy, this new technology, these new solutions, this innovation, this humanitarianism, like everything that your sign is built to do or is born to do. Like what is going to be the strongest aspect of your chakra, or what needs to be illuminated from your chakra so that you can help usher in this age of Aquarian. Oh my God, personal power. Yes. the fist to the man. That's what it is, right? The fist to the man. Oh my God, this is crazy, right? Personal power. And I think that's really what it is that I don't think people actually want more money. I think they want more personal freedom. I think they want empowerment to empower themselves to spend more time with their families, to actually enjoy life for a change. And I think it comes from, having this personal power to stand up and say, no more. We need change. We need something different. And, that's going to come with this age of Aquarian. And I can just feel it. I'm like, I feel the power. I feel it already. I feel it. This is crazy. It's crazy stuff. I love it though. You guys are great. Okay, so now let's move on to your energy, and that's from the lapis, which has also got some psychic abilities in it. So we're going to find out what's next. This is so crazy, Aquarius. I've actually invited people to your video, Aquarius, because I wanted them to see what's going on with this energy. And now let's just take a look again at this energy here. These energy cards. Okay, and it's rest and rejuvenation. Okay, so you guys were getting this with this summer card upside down. It's like you're planting the seed to grow. It's you're thinking of these ideas. It's like it's brewing, right? And then you've got this Pisces energy too that's got the moon saying that something's going to be unveiled, but right now you're just thinking about it, you're trying to figure it out. Okay, so that's where all this Saturn energy is coming from. All right, it's you trying to figure things out, and then at this time, you're just kind of resting and evaluating and rejuvenating, and just before this age of Aquarius comes on, it's like you're brainstorming, you're using that energy, but it's coming, it's coming from your core, and you're just thinking about it, but it's coming. So now if you think individually, right, you're listening to me and you're like, I don't have any plans for anything to be ushered in. I mean, I'm just one person, but that's not true. Everyone has a part to play, no matter how small it is. And I was actually getting a lot of mouse cards before that too, as spirit animals, because it was saying tend to the small things. So whatever small thing you can do, whether it's just telling someone your new idea, tell them about it, because it could be like telephone and it just keeps going and going and going until somebody else hears it. And then they're like, oh yeah, that's a great idea. Why didn't we think of that before? So never say to yourself that you can't make a difference, because everyone can make a difference. Okay, now let's move on to the citrine, which is the abundance. And let's see what it is that's going to bring about, this abundance of change that you're going to usher in. And I say you're going to do it, Aquarius, because it's your sign that, is behind all this with that Saturn energy. So we have to think Saturn teaches us a lesson. And this is going to be a lesson inside of the age of Aquarius. And then let's see what we got. The spirit quartz, music, music. Look at that. Okay, so that's really cool. You know, the last time we had an age of Aquarian, we thought about that. We had all this new music. We had like a musical revolution. And I think that's something that brings people together is music. And when you have ideas, you just need to, you could write them into a song and that song could become popular and then everyone hears it. And then that's how you affect change because it's playing on the radio. Other people can hear it. And then we get together around it and people can, that's one of the things that happens when you go to music festivals is that people of a similar mind, of a similar genre of music that they like, they come together and it gives them sort of like a brotherhood or whatever. So this music is, you guys are going to be affecting change probably through the music that we hear, and it's going to give us ideas, and we're all going to be able to embark on those ideas and see them to fruition. Okay, so maybe that's something that even if on just that level you can come up with a song about how you think change should happen, where you think change should happen, and how you see the future or what the future might be. I mean, that's something like John Lennon did, and we see that on the internet right now where people are singing his song, Imagine, right? And so he affected change in some ways. He affected the way we feel about each other and the way we see things. Okay, so it could be something around music there. Okay, so now next we're going to look at your spirit animal, Aquarius, and we're going to find out what's going on there. Now this is going to guide you, like I said, to your higher self, to your best frequency, and probably everyone else's best self at this point, right? Because of all this Aquarius energy. I'm so happy to be doing this video right now. It's just amazing the thoughts that are the interpretations of the cards and what they're explaining to us. I'm loving it. Okay, the groundhog spirit. Time to let go. Time to let go. All right. So yes, we're holding on to these old ideas, aren't we? And these ideas of like making money is the best thing for us, or these old ideas that we can just get by until the next tragedy or whatever and we don't have to prepare, or we're holding on to an old way of seeing things or an old healthcare system or an old political view, or we're just hanging on, right? So also Aquarians, maybe you're hanging on to something in your own personal life that doesn't serve you anymore, that you need to let go of, okay? And to really let go so that you can grow, so you can, make your music, or what was this other card? Or do your rest and rejuvenation, something that you need to let go, or the personal power that you have. So whatever it is that's in your way, you need to let go of it, okay? Don't hold on to it anymore. Just let it go, all right? So now let's talk about the moon, okay? And let's find out, like I said, we already know that moon is in Libra and moon is also Taurus. So we're getting this love, we're getting beauty, we're getting grounded and roots and earth, a lot of earth energy coming. But let's see exactly what the message is for you, Aquarius, coming from the moon. Oh, we have it. Your dreams need a practical plan. Haha. This is perfect because you guys are sitting back here thinking, what can we do to usher in this age of Aquarian? What solutions can we come up with? What technologies can we come up with? And your dreams need a practical plan. All right. So you have Taurus with this, the new moon that's coming in Taurus on the 22nd. So you're going to have a lot of energy coming from that moon. And all you need is, with this plan, is some people to carry it out for you. People who like to carry plans out. Capricorn, Virgos, Tauruses, people who really, or you could also have other starters like Sagittarius or Aquarius, or Aries. But then you also need input. You need fairness and balance. So bring in, the Libras, bring in some of your own Aquarian intellect, just it's all there. Okay, but you need somebody to help carry out these ideas because you're having a lot right now, and we all need to help you because whatever ideas you're having is going to benefit all of us. Okay, so we'll help you. All right, just put those ideas out there. Okay, and lastly, we're going to the old but goodie Rider Waite Tarot to find out what the conclusion is to this Aquarius story this month. And so let's just find out. You did get a different moon. You didn't get the moon in Sagittarius this time, but we'll see. All right, so you have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is this young energy, just like this young Aquarian energy that's offering the world some sort of relief. It's offering the world love. It's offering the world a different emotion. It's offering love, nurturing, and humanitarianism. It's an offering. You guys are offering it to us. And you're saying, we need to have a fresh look at this. We need to have young eyes at this. We need to really have our youth understand what's going on and have them ushered in and have them have a change of heart, okay? So this is what they need to do, and you guys are going to have the idea. All we need to do is just follow the plan and work with you guys, work to get this right. And when that happens, okay, when we have this age of Aquarians, what are we going to do? We're going to see advancements in DNA technology where there's going to be gene drives and different prodigies, and you're going to figure out the ethical issues of it and how it's going to best serve humanity. And then we're also going to have like nanotechnology, and that technology is going to really be specific to particular viruses or bacterias or whatever we need to treat. And you guys are going to figure this stuff out or help us have the ideas or either give us that Saturn Aquarius energy so that we can learn and so we can move on and so we can, have this great, wonderful transformation. And we haven't even talked about Pluto and quintile to Chiron this month, which is also going to just open up this healing effect for everyone and heal us from within and heal the problems that's going on. And then when that happens and this new age of Aquarian comes on, we are really just going to push forward, okay? And we're going to have the solutions that we've never seen before, ideas and advancements. There's going to be probably another revolution. I think that we're also going to have this graphene technology. I was channeling all this stuff. This is not just coming from me, but I had a dream the other night and I was channeling a lot of Aquarius energy and a bunch of stuff was coming out and it was just showing me all kinds of advancements like home testing kits where you have graphene that goes on your body and it's almost like Star Trek stuff where it evaluates your condition where and it could diagnose you right from home and all of this. I could see screens made out of graphene where your doctor is just right in front of you, not just like through the internet on a computer, but things with no working parts. It was transparent. It was weird. It was almost like Minority Report stuff. And then I was like, wow, look at all these new ideas that are coming to me. It was coming like I was in a lucid state, almost like not completely asleep, but like half asleep. And I kept going in and out, seeing all these things. I even saw springtime and like a resurgence of like the earth having been treated like better, like we're figuring out what to do with the oceans. We're figuring out what to do with global warming. I saw a lot of new industry coming in. It was like greenhouse industry. I saw new middle class jobs, small businesses and independent businesses popping up because some of the monopolies are breaking up and things like that because the power of the people want better for themselves, and so they want to be able to sustain their environment, the nature. They want their children to leave something for their children, and I believe that's what the age of Aquarian is also showing us. And then this lesson from Saturn and Capricorn saying that money is not all that important, that what really is important is our children's futures. And so we're going to have a lot of solutions around pollution, around global warming. Like this is really happening, okay? And we're going to have these, like I said, advancements in these technologies. And there's going to be more like vacation time and more sick time and more ways of single parents to take care of their sick children. There's going to be facilities for that with nurses. Like I was seeing all kinds of stuff. I can't remember, everything, but it was just this massive change into the future, and it was being ushered in by Aquarians. So, it's really something where it's a humanitarian movement. So I think, we've had industrial revolutions, we've had, internet revolution, and now we're going to have a humanitarian revolution that has to do with keeping people healthier, keeping the earth, healthy and free of pollution and global warming. And that's going to create businesses and industry, and it's going to just really further our advancements in all the ethical issues that we worry about, where stem cell research and DNA research and all of this, being able to fix DNA and having CRISPR and all these ethical issues, they're going to be solved with this Aquarian humanitarian energy, just one after the other after the other. Okay, and it's going to really, as people, we're always afraid of the worst case scenario, but I don't see that happening. What my vision was completely different. All I saw was spring time and happiness and joy, and old systems being rebuilt and transformed into something good, and also personal healing and growth. So I know I just said a whole bunch, but it just sometimes when I'm channeling this stuff, it just starts to pour out.